they can do about that. But going into going into the dirt racing right now, talking about they only had one race for the Outlaw show this weekend. There was a rain out on Sunday, so it was the second week of Volusia. Donnie Schatz gets his 500 sprint car feature win, and it sounds like a lot, but when you compare it to Steve Kinzer, not so much. But Donnie Schatz had to running second, running up with Buddy Kofoid. Buddy Kofoid blows a left rear tire. A couple left rear tires blew in that race, so that was a bunch of it.
Yeah, it was kind of strange. The track didn't look like it was that hard that the tires should have been blowing, but there was several of them. And as far as the Outlaw shows that we've seen recently, that was probably one of the worst ones. I think if Buddy Kofoid does not blow that tire, he leads every lap in that thing. So it didn't seem like there was going to be a whole lot of passing there. But yeah, congratulations, Donnie Schatz, 500 wins. I think it's like 380 Outlaw wins that he's got, which is crazy amount of wins. And he did everything right. His tire didn't go flat. So, but there's where we talked about why doesn't Volusia run a little more often? Well, they had 18 cars.
Yeah.
Not thinking about there really are no 410 sprint cars down here in Florida to make a full field.
It doesn't help that you can't get a lot of out of state people coming into for a Sunday and Monday show either. So that could be a big part of it. It's easier for these teams if they want to take a weekend and come there, but when you're at starting of a week, and a lot of these teams, smaller teams, they have to get to their regular jobs, and it's just hard to make it to those shows. You would have seen a lot more, I think, if it was a Friday, Saturday, but a little bit different when it's a Sunday, Monday.
Pennsylvania's racing, so there's none of those cars are going to come down.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And all right, before we continue, got to give a shout out to a new partner of ours, Viator. If you want a website that organizes all of your travel needs into an easy search engine, go check out Viator.com. There's a link in the description. Check out the fabulous Las Vegas. Tour Italy. See the Colosseum. Anywhere in the world, Viator is where you need to go to get your trip set up. Check the link in the description. Get you a place booked. Have some fun with it. Back to the show. All right, well, we're going to preview the Outlaws at a track that they are making their debut on, and maybe it's just me, but kind of looks like a little small version of Knoxville-ish type thing. It's from seeing I guess it was a 305 highlight I've seen on YouTube. They're going to Kennedale Speedway Park in Texas.
Yeah, little quarter-mile bull ring. I used to not like these little quarter miles, but they have been putting on hell of a shows on these things. And I think this is going to be a wild race. I think you're going to see sliders put on, cars high, cars low, getting through, 24, 25 cars on this thing, get lap traffic within about 2 laps. Leaders are going to, in outlaw racing, you can't back off for nobody. So you back off one time, you're passed. So I think this is going to be an exciting race. I think they're going to probably pack this. I don't know how many stands the place have, but I think they're going to pack the place to come see World of Outlaws there. They had to replace Devil's Bowl with something. This might be a good track for them. Hopefully the track surface is prepared nice. I know they're not used to running 410, so hopefully, I know the Outlaws do have a little say in kind of what they want to do. So hopefully the equipment's good. The track's nice. You want to see it to where it has a bottom and then maybe a slight cushion hallway around the outside. That way you get the multiple grooves and the slide jobs going. So I think this is going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be a good show. I feel like it's from just seeing it, it's a very flat track. So I think a big key to winning this race and running well is going to be how well your car is going to handle on the bottom. Especially, you see it a lot of times in these flat tracks. If your car can hook up on the bottom, you can make it work. And
usually that leads to a lot of success. And then obviously you're going to get some people that can try to balls it around the outside, but there might not be a cushion. So you've got to be able to figure it out on the bottom, I think, in this track. And like I said, from what it looked like on just outside looking in, looked like a mini version of Knoxville. So maybe even some sort of preview towards Knoxville this year for these drivers. And at least to kind of get an idea how they want their setup. The dirt looked very similar to what they have up in Iowa.
Yeah, I didn't really see anything about how much banking they have. It's a little hard to tell from YouTube. So
not much.
If it's flat and there's no cushion, it's probably going to be tight around the bottom. So I'm hoping that, like, if it's flat is what it looks like, they better have a cushion. I think the racing may be a little worse because without having any banking, there's nothing to haul in on the outside with it. It's going to be really hard to stick out there.
Yep.
So bottom could be key.
Well, that being said, it's called the Cowtown Classic. So hell yeah. So if that doesn't give away Texas, then nothing will. Cowtown Classic, 2 nights of racing. Let's go over who you got night 1, night 2 going into Friday, Saturday.
Well, I picked this guy to win on Monday, so we're just going to go ahead and stick with him. I got Sheldon Haudenschild for Friday, and a little bit of a sleeper, being that we think maybe the bottom might be the way to go. Saturday might be a little slicker. I got none other than Bobby Allen's grandson, Logan Schuchart.
All right.
Running the bottom.
I am doubling down on a driver for both nights. The way we're talking about, we think the bottom's going to prevail. One driver that just makes the bottom look so easy in the Outlaws. Guy that just got his 500th win. I'm going Donnie Schatz back-to-back nights to take the Cowtown Classic.
Well, he's pretty good at coming to these new tracks and that nobody's run before, and just the sheer experience that he's got. These guys they're not even close to that. So yeah, that's a good pick.
And I'm thinking he's kind of a little bit on a revenge tour. They kind of reset after last year. They knew it wasn't the results they wanted.